Alrighty, so we're back here on some more Warframe. I have not really played much today at all. I got home from work at about 4 a.m. or not 4 a.m. sorry, 4 p.m. I couldn't imagine getting home from work at 4 a.m. I don't really think I would mind that because I am more of a night person anyway. But got home from 4 p.m., ate dinner, then kind of took like a power nap for about 2 hours. I don't know why, but naps in my chair at my desk while I'm just like watching or I guess I'm not really watching the video too much, but I have like a couple hour long video I'm playing while I'm taking a nap. They just kind of hit different for some reason. I don't know why. You like slightly wake up a little bit, be like, oh, I'm still too tired, I'm going back to sleep. But then once you kind of wake up, you kind of stay awake. You actually feel pretty good. But anyway, the operation started, whatever it's called, Atramentum wares. What is it called? Is it just Operation Atramentum? But for, I guess the main rewards for this operation are these 3 ephemeras. It's really hard to actually see them because you're very zoomed in and you can't zoom out at all. So it's like maybe they look good, maybe they don't. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. And there's an Honoria as well. Shadow Conservator, not bad. There's this like sad emote. There's a statue. There's this Archimedean diadem. I'm pretty sure one of the people on the Zeraman wear this. There's that. There's this little smiley face emblem. And then there's also the sigil for it. Yeah, I can't really see it too well on this. Another sort of sigil, can hardly see that. There's this Sayadana, which kind of just reminds me of a Syndicate Sayadana. And then you're starting to kind of get into the older stuff, which is like Signa's from, I think this was from the Isle Weaver event. Got those 3 sigils. There's this Parazon skin is back. Emblems, there's a Jade Ephemeras as pretty standard. More sigils, some sketch glyphs. There's a Kavia color palette. So hey, free color palette, make sure to pick that up for sure. Cryo Signa, I know quite a few people like this a fair bit, me included. A Gunblade skin that I think I heard is from the 10th anniversary. Oh, whoops. I don't know why, but sometimes when I hit my escape key, it like activates twice. And the dogs are going crazy right now. Okay. Hope they don't bother you guys too much. There's the Ballroom Simulacrum. This one's pretty decent, but I always use that, why can I not think of the name? It's that Laboratory Simulacrum, whatever it's called. There's Phosphor Caches. You can buy 7 of these, so 1400 Phosphor. Not exactly a ton. I don't know why it's so limited, but then you can buy 75 Universal Medallions. So really, if you ask me what to pick up, definitely the 3 special ephemeras. Maybe the Honoria, the Limits, really just whatever you want to. Probably grab the color palette as well. But gotta say, not really anything too crazy. I'm kind of just surprised that there's no arcanes for it. I definitely think there are some rare arcanes that they could put in there. I mean, Duviri arcanes are always a pain to get. Even I'm missing some of them. They maybe could have put some of the Citrine arcanes in there. There's definitely some options. But anyway, I guess we'll just farm this a little bit. Yeah, so it's just Operation Atramentum. Not exactly a crazy name. I don't know what the difference is between the normal and this one. I mean, there's a 10 level different, or well, 10 or 5. I know that they did nerf Folly's Hunt quite a bit. They made it a lot less annoying because basically my main complaint was that it felt like you were very character limited, or Warframe limited, I should say. It felt like you mostly had to go for either pure invincibility Warframes or overguard Warframes, which was pretty annoying. And then like you also could not damage the main Folly, so if she was in a place, you could not do anything about it. If she was in your way, you had to deal with it. Still do kind of wish that you could like void dash as a operator or drifter when actually collecting the paint. But it's not the worst thing ever. Oh wow, that Folly died like immediately. I know I did actually upgrade my drifter a fair bit because I didn't really have a mod config yet because I just have not done Parade Rebellion too much. I don't completely enjoy Parade Rebellion. I mean, it's not bad. It really is time consuming if you want to get all of the Tauron strikes, that is. If you want to collect all of them, it's really going to take you a while. I still need to try out that Guilty quest, although apparently, or it's not a quest, it's just a mission. I need to try out that Guilty mission, but apparently it doesn't even give you any resources for the Tauron strikes. Kinda stinks. I was really hoping that it would. Oh wow, that hurts. Okay. I guess these guys are still pretty tanky because they do not seem to be affected by status effects. Oh yeah, I do have to pop the bubbles. I'm getting a fair bit of Atramentum though from I don't know what. Like what is actually dropping these Atramentums? Is it dropping from kills or something as well? What is it dropping from? I guess I haven't been up to too much on this game still, or at least recently. I've still just been on the Kuvalich grind. Man, Folly dies in one shot. Well, sometimes. Oh, it's the first shot after leaving Void mode that has the crazy damage amp. That's why. What am I doing? Oh yeah. But yeah, still on the Kuvalich grind, and then after that it's on to the Tenet Sisters. I'm probably going to have to farm a little bit of the Requiem mods. Luckily, they did make the changes to it to where it's just one Requiem mod, or Requiem relic, I mean, and it has all the mods. That's definitely nice. Good change. Kind of wish there was a rare chance to. Okay, well, I don't know how I got one shot like that. I have Arcane Persistence on. I don't feel like that should have happened. As I was saying, I feel like there should be a rare chance for the Requiem relic to actually drop an Ul mod. I did have a crazy moment yesterday where I actually managed to guess all of my Requiem mods correctly for the Kuvalich. Ow, jeez. Okay, so still do take a fair bit of damage in here from some things. I don't know what. Oh, well, there's arc traps, although those aren't damaging me too much. I don't know what's damaging me a lot. Saren is definitely not the. Okay, I'm definitely taking more than 500 damage per second from something. Might just have to go to Hildren for this. Man, all this slow. But as I was trying to say, I guess all of the Requiem mods correctly for a Kuvalich on the first go. So that was a pretty crazy moment. It was honestly kind of jarring to... Okay, so how much Nightmare Wheat Taters? Aspirant, Zorba, get out of the way. 4? We only got 4? Did I miss something? I mean, 81 Atramentum is nice, but 4? 4 of the Nightmare Taters? Alright, I guess we'll just go with Hildren now. But work today was alright. I just was in Friar. It was a pretty busy day. I think it's mostly busy because it's spring break for a lot of schools. So kind of just get a lot of customers because of that. And also it was a nicer day. It wasn't like 50 degrees and raining. Well, there's 3 Nightmare Taters, or I keep calling them Taters. I think it's Tatters. But despite it being pretty busy, it was still manageable. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is unbearable. I'm dying. Kill me. It was, oh, this is fine. Hello? Where's the canvas? Nope. Okay, someone revealed one. Get out here, Folly. Oh, get out here, Folly. To show what operator mods I put on after this. But work was just on fire for the most part, and then just a low bit of dairy bar for like 20 minutes. Now my next shift is going to be 11 to 7, so it's going to be the first 8-hour shift. So far since I've been back to work, I've only worked for 4 hours at a time. My feet are definitely sore right now, but I think I'll adjust after about 2 weeks. I mean, sometimes there are days, my goodness, sometimes there were days where I was just so fine, so chill that I could just work the full 8 hours straight, no break needed, which was pretty nice. Still getting some oh well, we're at 9 Nightmare Tatters now. Almost said Nightmare. I don't know why I flipping make YouTube videos, man, if I keep on talking like this. It's been like 150 videos now that I've uploaded, and I still trip over my words so many times. Like, am I really ever going to improve at this point? Like, come on. This might just be how it is. Ow. Okay, gosh, man, all these staggers. Yeah, Hildren is pretty chill for this. Literally just off her shield count alone. Well, it hasn't. Well, man, oh gosh, I'm talking about this speech impediment. Do I have a speech impediment? Like, maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I just get overwhelmed when I'm trying to talk like this. I just struggle to form thoughts because maybe it kind of feels like I need to be talking every second, and so I'm like trying to constantly find something to say, and so that gets me to just trip over my words so much. But sometimes it's like there's kind of 2 methods of saying the same thing, right? And I can't really make a decision on which method to actually use. Hi, Folly. Bye, Folly. Gosh, man, these staggers, I'm so annoyed by them. How does my 1 do against it? Like 1 with no 4. Just a, gosh darn it. And okay, where even are all the enemies? Wait, screens flickering and Folly's Hunt? Really? Aha, stagger. Sure. Thank you, Gyra. And another stagger. Whoop-de-doo. Gosh darn it, man. Alright, just take the paint and get going. Tomorrow I work 11 to 7. That's what I was trying to say before this. And so far I've only had 2 shifts so far. It's my first day back yesterday. Well, I guess 2 days ago at the time that this video actually goes up. I've only worked Tuesday and Wednesday so far this week. And it is... Wednesday and Thursday. Man, sometimes I just get confused as to what time it actually is. So first 8-hour shift back might be a little bit rough, a little bit poor on my feet, more specifically. My feet just need to get used to standing around so much. I think it will only take about 2 weeks to adjust at most, and then after that I shall be chilling. Because right now, after 4 hours of work, it kind of feels like how my feet normally would after 8 hours. Not exactly a good sign, but hey, we'll improve. We'll get there. Speaking of losing what time it was, though, that kind of made me remember when I'm actually on break from school, like summer break or winter break, you kind of lose track of what day it actually is. You're like, wait, is it Wednesday or Tuesday? Because when you're in school or even at work, you normally kind of just keep track of what day it is because you know, oh yeah, this is Monday. It's the first day of the work week or school week. That's why it's so painful. Or, okay, this is Friday. Like, you're basically always wanting to keep Monday and Friday in mind because Monday is the, oh no, I don't want to go back to this. But then Friday is the, oh yes, finally the last day of the work week. Then can finally get a break. Let's go weekend. We love Saturday and Sunday. But when you're on vacation, you don't really keep track of the time because just every day's chill. I gotta say though, it was nice to have like a 4-month break after graduating college because it felt like I haven't really had like a good break in a while because with every summer for college at least, ever since 2021 during the summer I work. So it's like, yeah, I get done with school, but then I have to work. It doesn't really feel like I get a break. In fact, sometimes it would be like I actually miss doing school instead of work because it felt like I had more free time during school compared to work. So basically the only break I really had was during the winter with Christmas break, which for college, man, it's so good because you get like a full month off of Christmas break, whereas in high school and elementary it's like 2 weeks long. It still is nice, don't get me wrong, but college, it really is so much better. Even though college was really pretty rough, there are definitely some things I like about college more, the Christmas break length being one of them, but also classes just starting later is nice because in high school, elementary, I always had to get up at 6 a.m. and I am not a morning person like that, so being able to get up a little bit later was really nice. I don't like going to bed at like 10 p.m. I don't like getting up at 6 a.m. How well does this work? I mean, it seems pretty decent. I need to find a folly to shoot at. I'm not really understanding the nightmare tatters. What determines how many I get? In terms of video ideas, I don't have too many at the moment. I honestly thought this operation would be a little bit, I mean, maybe it's my fault. I think my expectations were just a little bit more. Like, I was really expecting at least some sort of arcane, because there still are some arcanes that I'm missing that really I need to farm, or I guess use the phosphor for. I do have, I guess, technically a large amount of phosphor because I have about 600 pix chips from Elite Temporal Archimedia. So what, that's like 600 times 200, which is what, 120,000? So I have like 120,000 phosphor, which is what, 60 purchases? That's not bad. Okay, so it one-shots the follies, but it does not one-shot those little statues. That is kind of interesting. I really would have thought it would one-shot the statues. Where are these paint blobs? In terms of other news, I've not really heard too much. Doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, at least in the gaming world, or just stuff that I've watched. I don't know, I don't really seek out news. I know Warframe Prime time was today. Next week we are getting the Verna Prime, the next Nightwave as well, so that's pretty exciting. I think I really need to farm some Axie relics actually, and the Organ cells, because I think I have 17 Organ cells now. And I did get a resource booster upon login the other day, which, just as I was saying about not buying resource boosters, because chances are I'm going to log in and buy one, I get one from a login, so there's that. But anyway, I guess I'll show my drifter build technically, and then I think we'll call that there for now. So just looking at this equipment, it would be nice if some of these operator arcanes could actually appear in an operation, because especially some of these Magus ones, the ones from Little Duck and what's his name, the guy from the Quills, these are actually kind of hard to get because they cost like 10,000 standing per arcane. So it'd be really handy if a operation were to actually sell some of these arcanes, and I think that would get people more interested in the operation. But yeah, I just got these arcanes. I mean, they're pretty decent. I might want to change the internal eradicate at some point, maybe for something else that's damage. Magus Elevate is pretty nice. I mean, it helps when it's actually full rank. 300 damage, or sorry, health. Magus Melt would be pretty decent as well for more damage. And then Madurai, that's at least this Tauron. That's the Tauron Strike I currently have. I don't have any other. So Pew, I forget what build this is. There you go. Certus Brace, Raplac Prism, 5 VOD Scaffold. And how do I look at the, okay, it's gotta be upgrade right here, right? Yeah, this arcade, I don't really use it. Honestly, these arcanes right here are all pretty dang niche. But I do think this one's probably the most most interesting because it lasts for the whole mission, although it'd definitely be more of a survival type of arcane, some sort of endurance mission. And then the rest is just simply all damage. Void mode, 3 times damage, crit chance, multi-shot, more damage, and then fire rate. I guess I get a little bit of bonus for this. What kind of stinks is I'm not actually getting any bonus damage from this, because if you look at all these interact mods, I mean, they're alright. Like, you get some initial charge, sure, and then it's like void sling distance, void sling efficiency. That's definitely not going to come in handy during this mode. So I would like more crit damage, although I don't really know quite what else to do. Probably just have to look at an arcane. I think I was looking at something, but I would have to grind for it anyway. But anyway, this is just what I generally run now. I do have this flex slot where I'm actually trying to make use of all the bonus for each mod from a unique school. That's what this build is, and it's not bad, but I do think the weapon one is my favorite. Although definitely some more health would help out for the Follies Hunt mode so that you just don't die as often in Operator. But anyway, that's the operation. I think it's kinda meh. You can see over here that at certain progress we get the ephemeras. We're currently at 5.1%. So percent wise, we're doing fine so far. There still is over 20 days left, so no worries about getting all the ephemera. Just I kind of wish there were some arcanes, especially Operator arcanes. I think that would be great. But anyway, I think that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in whatever I do next.